If you have any questions for Faye, go to the chat box at wherever it is on your device. And this is about an hour long, be 45 minutes lecture from Faye, and then hopefully loads of questions and answers later. There she is. Good, it's so nice to see a friendly face. So good morning, everybody, and welcome to our one Tai Chi lecture a week from the European Tai Chi Cultural Communication Centre. The European Tai Chi Cultural Communication Centre is dedicated to, excuse me, is dedicated to the dissemination of Chinese traditional culture overseas. The lectures will be given every week, and these public lectures are on things such as traditional Chinese medicine, Tai Chi, Chinese arts and sinology, etc. My name's Sue Kelly. I'm moderator for today's lecture. I'm based in Hampshire in the UK, and I think I met Faye in 2013, 2014, and I've been a thorn in her side ever since. The topic of today's lecture is the 24-step Yang style Taijiquan. Faye is our teacher today, and she will introduce us to steps 10 to 12, wave hands in clouds, single whip, high pat on horse, and let's hope we all have a wonderful time. Faye, just a little bit about Faye. Faye is the eldest daughter of Li Yin, a martial arts master, and under his guidance has been practicing since childhood. She was admitted to the psychology department, excuse me, of Beijing Normal University in 1988, where she represented the university in many competitions, achieving excellent results. Coming to the UK in the 1990s to obtain a master's in business administration, she has been involved in international disseminations and teaching of Tai Chi culture, and she founded the British Tai Chi Academy, the British Fitness Qigong Association, and the British Chinese Qigong Association and Cultural Centre in Telford. Through these, training, performances and competitions were organised, plus lectures in many countries, including the UK, France, Germany, Italy, Spain, Portugal, the Netherlands and Switzerland. She hosted the 3rd European Fitness Qigong Congress, organised performances of Tai Chi and Qigong during the London Olympics in 2012, and also at the Premier League football and many other places. Faye has published more than 10 academic and teaching articles, including fibromyalgia and the use of Qigong in fitness, and has been published in most influential publications for martial arts and Tai Chi. She's helped publish a variety of English audio and video products, and amongst her many jobs is currently president of the German-Indian Tai Chi Academy in the UK, the British Fitness and Qigong Association, and many more. I don't know how she finds time to do everything. On Zoom, she created many Qigong sessions on Zoom during lockdown, for which I was extremely grateful for. And so welcome, Faye, and over to you. Thank you very much. Oh, please can I ask everybody to mute? Thank you.
Hi. Thank you, Sue. Hi, good morning, everyone. I have seen, hi, so nice to see you. Many of you I see regularly in my weekly classes, but there are a number of you that I haven't seen, regularly from Scotland and from other places. It's lovely. It's nice to meet virtual practice class. Earlier, thank you, Sue, for your wonderful introduction. I think the translation by a machine is wonderful. It kind of automatically, Google Translate can get most of it, but not everything. So I just want to clarify a couple of words there in the machine translation. Now, when you say fitness qigong, is actually what we call it health qigong. We don't call it fitness qigong. It's for general health and well-being. So health qigong, 健身 qigong, is known as health qigong rather than fitness qigong. This is a sort of different term to gym-based fitness. And the other small translation, but error, but important, our Tai Chi school is called De Yin Tai Chi Institute, not German and India, not German and India Qigong. It made the machine translate it just on the surface of it. That our school is named after my father. My father surname is Li. My family, my maiden family name is Li, and my father's name De Yin. De means virtue. In martial arts, we're very very emphasize, or we pay a lot of attention to the virtue, our perseverance, our compassion, our dedication. So all of those qualities in the attitude, we rate that very high. In fact, in the olden times, a master would not take any disciple in the discipleship unless they have selected, they have passed the assessment of these qualities, the virtue, the respect, the dedication, and the sort of a devotion, if you like. My great-grandfather and 4 generations, they have gone through this sort of ritual and very important way, traditional of passing these arts. So it's a De means 武德, martial virtue. And the second character of my father's name, Yin, is like seal. Like the emperor, they always have a seal. That is the symbol of authority and, sort of like authenticity. So see that if you want to translate it, it's nothing to do with India or German. So his name, De Yin, is our school's institute's name. So perhaps you want to amend that introduction for the next time. Okay, so well done, and thank you for signing in and taking the time. I will start the actual training very quickly. So this is our 4th public lecture on the ever so popular form of Yang style short form, known as the 24-step Tai Chi. And this form, it currently has opened the gate for thousands, if not millions, of ordinary, all walks of life to enter the palace of Tai Chi, both in China and in outside China, all over the world. Regularly. When I go back to China, I still hear people talk to my father and say, if it wasn't for your DVD, your online teaching, your videos, that I would not have had the opportunity to study, to get to know Tai Chi. So the traditional way that passing these arts is very secretive. When I say secretive, it's not a hostile word, secretive as we don't want you to learn. It's because for those special qualities, a master would only choose students, disciples to teach when they have displayed these high virtues, qualities. Now, in the past, well, still is today, everybody is busy. Everybody leads a busy life. So if you if I expect, or if I right up front to ask all my students to dedicate whole of their life to study Tai Chi. Now, for a beginner, they probably scare them by far. So they would probably think, oh God, I don't even know I like it or not. So how would I commit? I can't even commit to a marriage for the rest of my life. So it's very difficult. It's a big ask in the olden times. So the dissemination of this treasured art can only be passed with trusted source and persons. And it is from the introduction of the 24, the short form Yang style. And this is also paved the way by the Chinese government, the All China Sports Bureau, in attempt to bring this wonderful health benefits of Tai Chi to a wider audience. So anybody students up to office workers, factory workers can benefit through the regular practice. So you don't have to be, accepted in the very traditional way. And that is open doors for many, many beginners, novice, that people have never had the opportunity to understand or to be shown the correct or the authentic or the secret, if you call it, secret messages of Tai Chi. And that has opened the gate since 1950s, 1960s. And ever since, we have been teaching. My family, my father and my great uncle has been in this bigger movement of popularize or dissemination of what used to be secrets of Tai Chi. And even today, many masters and teachers holds the view to say secrets can only teach. I can only teach my secrets to selected disciples, only disciples, and no, I cannot teach to anybody outside my discipleship. To be able to become a disciple, not only you have to demonstrate your dedication, years of dedication and compassion and respect, but you also has to go through a rigorous sort of ceremony and very serious ceremony to be accepted. And that would be, we regard it, once you become a discipleship, your teacher will be your master, become your father. So that's how much commitment that discipleship will involve. We are very lucky that my tradition, my family tradition, is that even though it is a secret, many of these are very true. We learned in the secret fashion, in the traditional way. But we believe in humanity and in the way of helping others. Time has changed. We can open up our secrets, the years of practice and experience, and our own insights into practice Tai Chi now can be opened up to all of our students. We don't select who is our students that we can teach. We open our skills, knowledge, experience, insight to all students. Now, this is not the teachings that we pass on is not reduced or diluted because you didn't go through a vigorous process of discipleship. It's because that we have, I think, the society, the world has changed, and our perception of, we can share our love to a wider range of people. So sometimes people get the misperception and thinking only the secrets, by selection, you are teaching, the master is passing on the true and authenticity of the teaching. However, in this day and age, I can tell you, dear friends, that because we feel that the true benefit is not, it's no good to take it to the grave. It's no good for the humanity, for the bigger bigger community. It's not good to take it with you. So we want to open up these secret teachings to as many people as we can. And why not happiness shared by 2 or 3 is happiness doubled or tripled, to other people. Why not share this happiness and benefits to more people, and less people can, suffer from aches and pains, perhaps a lot of mental or problems or stress, because Tai Chi and Qigong, in fact, can be so profoundly beneficial on different levels. Before we start moving, I will ask you to do one thing, to empty our mind, to empty. Before we practice mind and body and breathing combined exercise, I find sometimes we have learned or studied, read from books, so much information, so much, and remember so many different things. Our mind is actually very busy, very much occupied. So the first thing, the first lesson, first secret to a good practice is to learn to let go, to empty your mind. So this is the first we will learn, we will do. And during this process, it's also help us to loosen and release tensions and stiffness in our body. Okay, so if you have a space, safe space, please find yourself a safe space. And my session today will be predominantly with movements and not too much about things you have to remember and to physically memorize any rules. The rules needs to be felt, to be instilled, to be embodied in your body. So I would like you to kind of empty your mind and allow that feeling to come through. Okay, to feel the body, to feel and pay attention to feel how your movement feels in the body. Okay, without further ado, please stand up. Good. Make sure you are in a safe space, and we are going to take one moment in time. Allow yourself to arrive on your spot, in your space, and enter a frame of mind that is calm, that is quiet, that is peaceful. Try not to think of anything. We call it switch off from all distracting thoughts. And just pay attention to your feet. Feel your feet spreading, expanding. Feel your toes are opening, and the heat between the ball of your foot and the heel of your foot and feel the arch that links between the ball of your foot, heel of your foot.
Ready?
And feel your energy, your chi, or the feeling is growing underneath your feet, connecting with the Mother Earth. Feel yourself like a plant, and the root is growing deeper and deeper into the soil, into the Mother Earth. And now bring your attention to the crown, to the top of your head. And feel the crown is gently float up and gazing up. Not gazing, but floating. And as if you are suspended from the top of your head. Good. In your own time, we take a half a step, peeling up from the heels and to your toes. Then land with your toes, the ball of your foot, and centralize your weight. Great. The whole process of stepping feels it's a sequence of flow. Your control with a lot of mindful, the present of that process. Now we're going to empty our hands, but feel the body, open the feelings of the senses of your body. The senses of your body covers from the toes to your scalp. So from the feet, toes, fingers, all the way up to your head, into your orifice as well. All your orifice, including the senses, touch, smell, feel, taste, hear. So all of these senses, we're all switching off and turning that sensation inwards to how your body feels, how the internal body feels. Now, when you're ready, how we're going to do this? We're going to do a few sliding. Hands rotated, heels pushing down, fingers pointing forward and sliding the hands forward. The palms are sliding in parallel with the Mother Earth, with the ground, sliding forward and sliding back. I give you a diagonal view and sliding, that's it, and sliding back. Feel your body is standing on a boat and the boat is floating on the river. The gentle wave of the river will connect with the gentle wave of your body and sliding back, sliding forward, feeling comfortable, as if you return to being a baby when the baby is being rocked gently to sleep. So gentle, so comfortable, so relaxed. Sliding and sliding back. Sliding, inhale and exhale. One more time, inhale, exhale. Empty the mind. No need to remember any rules, and just to open up the sensations, to feel the comfort, softness, or the contentment, sense of joy of your rhythmic movements. Inhale exhale. Release any anxieties, any emotional worries with every exhale. Breathing away, breathing out of all, releasing all the emotional distress and the busyness, the rushing around, and let it all go out and melt away through this gentle forward and gentle backwards. Good. Now we're going to change. Scooping. Feel you scooping up the energies in your palms and turn and sink the energy down. Scooping the energy up, rise and sink energy down. That's it. And feel the energy build up and grow in your body from your feet, ankles, knees, hips, spine, shoulders, and sink through. And again, rise. Feel the energy like filling up an empty cup from your feet all the way up. That's it. It may be bubbling also in the cavities of your body. Rise, inhale. Feel the energy is filling up and sink. Release, letting go, sink. And again, rise, like recharging the battery of your mobile phone. Releasing, letting go, release. Completely let go of that, what we call the waste, stagnation, the old energy. And instead to fill in with the fresh, the new, the vibrant energy. And release. A long, smooth exhale. Letting go the old and the stale energy. Last time. Well done. Good. Empty the mind. The more the mind is empty, the more we can enjoy the present moment. Ready to change. Diagonal 45 degrees. Reach out. Raise the energy. And gather in to the center of your sternum. And slowly guide the energy down, the chi down. Feel that release again, all the way from your feet. And from the corner, 45 degrees, long arms, long fingers, gather in. Big inhale, long, smooth exhale. Release. And one more time, open wide. Feel gradually your heart is opening, your organs are all opening up. And get in. Exhale, release. Allow yourself to be completely empty. The more you empty, the more the fresh energy comes in, right? And open up, complete your opening of your chest, your arms, your fingers. Keep going up, scooping up, all the way to the top. Long arms to the above. Feel the warmth, the light coming through the body, traveling through from the crown almost like scanning through the body, traveling through to the bottom of your feet. One more time. Open wide, expand. Feel you have big shoulders, long arms, long fingers. Big inhale and long, smooth exhale. Release and sink. Soften the knees a little bit, soften your hips a little bit, and feel that channel opens. One last time. Inhale big. And long, smooth exhale as you guide the chi travel through the body. Wonderful. And close. We return the energy in to the center reservoir, which is Dan Tian. Slowly hugging and embrace the energy, chi, back into the navel. Rest your hands, overlapping the hands. Rest on this moment. Rest. That's it. Still stay with your breath. Long, big inhale. Stay with the breath and feel the breath travel down through the cavity towards the navel. Long exhale. Smooth and long exhale. Excellent. And slowly sliding the hands down. And gently giving your shoulder a roll back. Roll the shoulders in, lift up and roll back. And again, squeeze, lift up and roll back. Back the other way. Squeeze between your shoulder blades, lift up and roll forward. Two more times. We try to repeat 3 times. Release any tensions and stiffness on your shoulders. Feel the squeeze and the expansion. Well done. Excellent. I'm turning back to the front view, and it's ever so important to prepare before we enter the practice of Tai Chi. Prepare ourselves into a frame of mind that is in what we call the meditative or mindful state, which is paying attention, waking up all the senses with the presence of the energy qi, and feel that waking up in our body. All the movements needs to be with this frame of mind. Without this frame of mind, the movement of Tai Chi will be just on the superficial level, just copying the shape. Today, our new movements will include 3. Last time, the lecture, I finished on the movement of Dan Bian single whip. Today, the first movement we will cover is called wave hands like clouds, 云手, 云手. The second movement we will cover today is the second time of single whip, 单边. The third movement we will cover today is 高探马, high pat on horse. Again, I will take you step by step. All I want you to do is to follow and feel the same theme. Now we have entered the frame of mind, of mindfulness, of that sensation of open, expand. Now use that sensation to experience the new movements. Now first, please follow me. We rest one of the hands onto your abdomen. Let's say I'm doing the mirrored image. Your right hand is on your tummy. The other hand, your left hand, follow me. Draw a gentle circle. Slightly soften your ankles and knees, okay? And circle. Cross the front of your eyes and rotate. That's it. Circle. Remember how I said earlier that you should feel relaxed and a gentle wave. And this time the wave is not forward and back. It's left and right in an oval shape. That's it. Follow and turn, palms down and slide. In Tai Chi, we see the universe and our human body is in the same fashion, which is the energy is constant, it's moving, never stops. Like in the universe, in nature, we see the sun rise and sun set, but it never stops. We don't feel particularly the moving of the sun, but over time you can feel the light changes, and we want to feel the arms movement and the qi inside our body. It has a same fashion. It looks as if still, as if out of control, or we can't control, uncontrollable, but it definitely has a pattern to it. Sliding and rising like the rising sun, like the 4 seasons. There's no beginning, no ending, and just in a constant evolve of the energy. That's it. Feel the sync. Is the energy leading the arms, and rise of the arms is that rising of the qi. Good. Palms at the highest point is your eye level. Good. Now let's swap over. Do a last time. Rising and turning and swap hands. Left hand onto the tummy, right hand. Let's do this circle. Cross. That's it. Turn. Feel the arm is not moving by itself. Your arm's movement is in connection with the whole body. As you're connected with the center, the reservoir of the energy. Dantian, that's why we put hands onto the abdomen. Feel that connection, the source, the presence. That's it. Inhale, you can feel that harmonization and synchronization of the whole body and the breath. Inhale, exhale. That's it. Feel the arms is only moving as a result of that complete rotation from the body. Good. Last time, we have a special phrase that used regularly in the practice of Tai Chi. It's called 天人合一. The heaven, earth, and man unite as one. How do we do that? In one simple movement, we can find this all within one movement. Now, if we join both hands together, both hands together, you have the 云手 wave hands like clouds. Two hands now together. That's it. Both hands moving across. The feeling that our feet is connected to the Mother Earth and our crown is connected with the infinite distance, infinite space into the high above. The feeling, the sensations is we're connecting with the heaven, with the heavenly energy. That connection with the Mother Earth and heavenly energy, and feel your arms moving, rising and forward thinking, is connecting with the nature's energy. This is all part our body, the energy traveling within our body. That is how we view in our movements. We're moving together with the rhythm of the universe, the energy of the universe. And we're moving in a fashion of heavenly energy, earthly energy, and man moving together. No beginning, no ending. Rotate the body. That's it. When we're moving in sync with the nature, with the universal energy, all of our channels of the meridians are naturally at ease and open. Good. Just try to enjoy that unstopped movement. Well done. Now, if you follow me, we'll shift the body weight towards one side. Shift your body weight to one side, and then shift your body weight back the other side. Just now, we will just centralize the body weight. Now, try to shift your weight as you turn. Shift your weight as you turn. Good. And shift your weight. Now try to make a step to your right. And turn. Try to make a step in. And turn. So from a fixed step, now we're doing a moving step of 云手, turn, stepping out. See, it's all about evolving, transforming. Step in. Every movement can be transformed with the flow of that energy. And turn. Step in. Of course, we can go back the other way too. Keep the wave going, stepping out to the left. Step in from the other side. Turn, stepping out. Stepping in. While you continue to do that, let me remind you the steps. Each time when we step out, we try to keep our feet parallel to front. When we step in, there is a little bit gap between your 2 feet. When we step out, the distance between the 2 feet are slightly wider than the shoulders. Try again. All of the wisdom of our ancestors, where do they come from? They come from a peaceful, quiet mind. When they practice, they listen to their body. And we can then, I run out of space, we can continue to work our way back. Step out. That's it. Step in. The great classic teachings of Tai Chi, the treatises of Tai Chi, have collected of all of our foremasters or past years, and all their lives practice, the wisdom that they have summarized. Now we're walking the walk to how they describe. Continue seeking the stillness in motion. So quietly, just like the sunrise and sunset, it's moving steadily at an even pace, no apparent stopping or starting. That's it. Very therapeutic. Keep going back the other way. When you practice, continue to stay with your breath. That's it. Stepping in, stepping out. That's why this movement is named by has a very poetic name. Waving hands like the clouds, right? So the arms, it's moving just like the clouds, that no stopping and no pausing. In your own time. Now you may think, how do we get out and stop here? Now stay in your fixed stance and just keep your arms going a little bit. Now to finish, you can bring this ball back to front and sliding the hands down. Good. And roll your shoulders a little bit if you feel a little bit tensions or tired. So single whip, summarize a few key points. Your arms, it's in circular movements. Wave your hands in circle movements. Both hands follow the oval shape, but they are not like a wiper in the car screen. So it's not moving like concurrently together. They're moving with a gap or slightly different delay. They cross over and move along, and cross over and move along. So that's the pattern of our hands, like the sun and moon. They don't appear usually in the sky at the same time. So the sun is up, sunset, and the moon comes up. So just like that. So there's a little bit change over. Second point about the arms movement, it always connects with your torso, with your core. or with the dantian, the reservoir. So the arms movement must be led by the center. On your foot, first row, first details is each time you step in, step out by peeling up from the heel to the toe and step and touch down from the ball of the foot, toe down, and then to the heels. Okay, so try to step in a fashion that if this is your feet, okay, if this is the floor, this is your feet, the heel of your foot, lift up and peel up and all the way to the toes. And when you step, okay, perhaps you can, from here, when you step, touch down with the ball of the foot to your toes and gradually onto the heels. So that is the fashion, that is the stepping method with control, with the flow. The second details when we do the stepping is the parallel. So as we step out slightly wider than your shoulder, we need to control the feet, also the toes are parallel forward, and shift the weight quietly and peeling up from the heel to the toe. Step in with the feet parallel to front as well. So this is the detail number 2, parallel step and parallel step in. So if you have followed this to the hand movement and foot movement, then you will do a good practice on wave hands like clouds. Of course, the general guidance, shoulders needs to be down, elbows needs to be down. So try not to lift the elbows up. See, this, once you have elbows at the same level with your wrists, then it creates tensions onto the shoulders. So you need to remember, shoulder is down. Feel there's a bigger space between the shoulder and the ears. Okay, shoulders down and crown up. So creating, lengthening, elongate the back of your neck. So the spine is nice and tall. So try to remember when you draw the circles, the waves. See, elbow and shoulder is under, it's lower than the wrists. Okay, good. So feel once you settled into that pattern, check for these details. Now the second new movement that I will go through, which is a repeat of the last lecture, single whip, single whip. Single whip, when it's one hand, it's creating the hook, is a intention of grabbing your opponent. It's rotate, rotate, and collect your 5 fingers in a hook, And this hook is pointing, the 5 fingers gathered together, pointing down, and relax, relax the wrists. Okay, so single whip. This is a variation of our hand technique. From wave hands, let's have a look how we evolve into single whip, wave hands. Shift your weight, hook open to palm, and straight away we will transfer and step in. Let's, in the 24 step, we do this 3 times, progressively to the left, your left, not the mirrored image, okay? Step once more. Oh, and change. As you circle back, then the right hand will gently rotate and collect your 5 fingers together. Collect 5 fingers into the thumb. Turn the body to your left, step out, and gradually transfer weight and push. Last time when we explained the single whip, we have spent time to describe this push. Has a number of changes or stages of that energy. It's a rise and forward and downwards, pressing, pushing, and expanding energy. This we simplify describing it as a push, but it is a number of energy or the chi, all the strength that not just turn and push, not just one dimension. It has the characters like the whip. Okay, so if you study the route or the travel pattern of the whip, you can understand better how this single whip will change into push and press, a combination, diving kind of feeling. The hook towards the end is opening towards the corner, diagonal behind. Your footwork needs to have some space in the width. Okay, the width of your foot needs to have a shoulder width stance to be able to support the width of your hips and shoulders. So here is your single whip from the front view. Okay, now let's try to go through this once more. From single whip first time, wave hands like clouds, and then single whip the second time. This time I'm going to lead you. You can join me. I lead you from the back view. It's easier for you to follow. Okay, single whip first time. This is where we stopped last time. And 1, sit back and turn. Wave hands, hook open to palm. Slowly shift your weight over. Step in. Remember check yourself how you make that step. And turn to your right. 3 step. And 4. Good. I do 2 more with smoothly. Number 2. Number 3. Hey, good. I move over a little bit. So this is the end of wave hands. Single whip. Transfer weight and rotate. Turn the wrist. Make your hook. Turn your body to your left and step. Must sit down. Feel the stool that you're sitting, sinking, and forward, push, single whip. Up. Okay.
Faye, sorry to interrupt, but it is actually 10 o'clock, but I can give you another 10, 15 minutes.
Okay, thanks, Sue. The next movement we cover today, high pat on horse. Facing the same direction, we break this to 3 parts. From single whip, take half a step, follow up, and sit back. Both palms open up. Curl in the right palm and push. We use push as a simple term, but it's expanding and neutralizing. The back, withdraw our hands, pull and neutralize and expands. This is the high pat on horse, body weight, sit to the back. Follow me. We'll do this 2 more times before we run out of time. Half a step up is 1, 2, open, expand, eyes looking the backhand. 3, curl back, push, pull. Okay. To save a little bit time for questions, you can just reuse the replay to practice this movement. Okay, the empty stance we have covered before, and just follow those guidelines. Okay, that's all we have time for.
Thank you, Faye.
Thank you, Sue. Does anyone have any questions?
Anyone?
I have a question. Hello. Hi.
Oh, who's that?
Please.
Oh, sorry. My name's Jessica. Hi.
Oh, hi, Jessica.
Hello. It was just a question about the cloud hands. The bottom hand, I'm struggling to get the arm. I don't know how to have the. Is it the arm straight and the hand is down, or?
Yeah. Okay. The hand is naturally straight, but it's not straight. It's a little bit curved towards. It's soft at the end, the elbow and the wrists. So sweeping across gently, around about your abdominal level.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. No problem. Any other questions?
Hi, it's Angela. I have a question.
Hi, Angela.
Hi. On Gaotanma, our most recently learned move, your right hand and arm, as you press it forward, can you confirm what kind of height we're sort of aiming for? Chest height, chin height, head height?
Yeah, very good. And this is a good details. The application, if you like, for Gaotanma is to push towards the chin, strike to the face. So once you understand the application, then you naturally will extend the front hand at such a level, which is different to repulse monkey. Repulse monkey is slightly lower, which is aiming or the application, it's slightly different position.
Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome.
And
Any
Pete
other
has a question.
My question is the same thing: is what are your intentions in terms of the palm? Is it the edge of the palm or the front of the palm? So I think he's just answered that. So I was going to ask that when he pushes out, you're pushing out with the Yangu point or the heel of the palm this way.
Yeah, I think we have just answered that to
Yeah, I
you
know.
as
Yeah,
well. Yeah,
that's what I was
when you
going to
strike
ask.
to the part, strike to the chin, then you wouldn't use as a chop from the palm as a chop. Although there's some interpretation, some practice actually use this edge of the palm as a chop, but it's not the 24 step. The 24 step here is pushing, sort of like a striking to the chin. But there are other versions of practice actually use this movement, the edge of the palm as a chop. So it chops into the.
I wasn't meaning a chop this way. I was meaning this block.
Oh no. Oh
way.
yeah, vertical chop. Okay, no.
This one, yeah, for the heel, Yangu point. That's what I was.
No.
Checking it.
That is no. That would be definitely not.
Thank you, Pete.
And
Tammy?
can I? Oh yes. Can I ask, Faye? When you're doing the cloud hands, so the application for the cloud hands, is that you're pushing somebody to the side, and then there's sort of more than one person?
Yes, yes, very good. It's Jess, is it? Jess.
Tammy.
Oh, Tammy. Okay.
Tammy. Yeah. No, that's my daughter actually. So we might sound the same. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So the wave hands is a neutralizing and incoming push, or both hands or single hands is a push. So you create the contact and try to neutralize and change and evolve that that push, change the direction. So it becomes a side push rather than the straightforward push. So yes, you are doing and sort of neutralizing and or derive, okay, and divert the incoming force.
Right. So there's more than one person that you're sort of, because there's so because you keep going to the left, so you're sort of at the same person. You keep going to the same person.
Oh,
Your opponent, you know.
Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah. So the forms or the application, it's only to demonstrate for your focus your energy. Now, if you're doing the on the spot, you could imagine your partner is just, you know, like pushing or punching, and you can practice like a drill. But when you practice into a form, you can imagine that your partner is moving with you, or you could, you know, just take that feeling of the arms, but without having to feel that there's a number of people with you. This is why this is something like you have to be imaginative, or like visualize, you know, the actual application or combat will never be the same as in the form. Now, the form, we need to have to achieve more. A is to achieve understanding of the energy, and B is to involve the training of the basics. Like footwork is one of the basic aspects. So we try to combine different footworks and the techniques, and making that versatile, you know, technique more visible, more practical.
I see. So it's the form for the actual performance side of it that means you're doing it more than once.
Yes.
To display it.
Yes, it's training for control, also for your endurance, you know, the ability to squat and train, and so the strength of your legs, the muscle tone, it involves the form training. It's excellent for all of that.
Okay, thank you. And sorry, one last thing, in that cloud hands move, so you're saying that in the actual where you would be striking or making contact with the person, that's a neutral, that's a point of neutral. Your energy
neutralizing. Yes.
Neutralizes at
neutralizing
that point.
Is different meaning, has a different meaning to being neutral. To being neutral is the energy is soft and there's no issuing, there's no change. It's like kind of getting ready. You know, this is neutral. But neutralizing is meaning that you're using the energy to change. You're changing an energy, like neutralizing. If we describe it like a stream of water, neutralizing the incoming stream of water is to actually change the route or the direction of the water. Okay, it's actually changing it. So that is different. Neutralize, or just being neutral, means this is a cup of water. You know, this is like just being neutral. There's nothing happened to it. Does that make sense to you? And the neutralizing is about changing the shape, the direction of the water, the incoming force. That is neutralizing. We try to use neutralization to achieve, to get ourselves from a disadvantaged position and change ourselves to an advantageous state, open opportunities, and turn that, you know, disadvantaged position into our advantage.
So in the cloud hands, the point of neutralize, you said before, it's a neutralization, or right, is
It's
when
neutralization. We're neutralizing of incoming force. We're diverting an incoming force.
As we're turning.
As we're turning, yes.
That's the point of neutralization.
Or another way you can imagine this is you're blocking, but I don't want to use block use brutal force, but you can certainly, if it helps you, you can imagine that you are blocking. You're blocking, right? An incoming push or punch. You're blocking. It makes more of a visualization easier for you. You're blocking away. You're blocking away. You're blocking. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, because it's a block and a strike in a way.
Thank you, Tammy. We've got one
Thank
more
you.
question,
Sorry.
and then we're running out of time. So please, Pete, could you ask your question? Thank you. Pete?
Oh, me, yeah?
Are you there?
Yes, yeah. Faye, can I ask your foot movement in this movement into single whip? Your back foot, is turning back on the heel, so it's pivoting on the ball of the foot, moving the heel back, rather than placing the heel down and turning the toe round. Could you explain that for me?
Yeah, thanks, Pete. Yes, there are a number or at least two options you can adapt when you're turning into the bow stance of single whip. You can, precisely like you said, you can adapt by turning the toe in, i.e. pivoting on the heel of your foot, or you could push the heel out, i.e. pivoting on the ball of your foot. There are two options you can manage, the back foot to be an angle position. With my lineage training, the kind of energy that you want to push the heel is precisely there's a bigger sort of like a Yongquan point. It's a bigger connections to the root, and then when you push the heel out, it gives you a more deeper level of power. Now we can kind of almost compare this with a number of other sporting sports. When you look of like javelin, okay, the Olympic sport, javelin, or the discs, like the iron discs, right? So when they want to push, and their movement, look, when you look at their push, nearly all of them is to sink and then rotate on the ball of the foot of your back foot. They may be running, but they always, push from the twist on the ball of the foot and push the heel out. This will give you a better drive of body dynamics, of that power, to give you a bigger power and to deliver that action, that technique. Now, come back to Tai Chi. I think that gives you a little bit more of a reason. When you want to push, it kind of gives you a better drill, better, power from the back foot into the front. That's for one. The second, it helps to extend the size, the stride of your stance. If you're turning your toe in, then it shortens the stride of your footwork. If you extend the heel out, it expands, it deepens the stride. Deepen the stride generally in martial arts is a favorable form of training rather than shortening it. Okay, so there's your two reasons. Okay, Pete?
Well, thank you very much, Faye. It's been a most informative morning, worth getting up for. And I hope you've all learned as much as I have, and hope to see you all again. So thank you very much, Faye. And everyone a thumbs up. and enjoy your practice. Zaijian.
Okay, thank
Thank
you,
you, Master
everyone.
Faye. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.